Brag.
This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by
freestateproject.org/liberty forum. freestateproject.org/liberty forum.
You ready for the arraignment? Of course. Let's get you in here. We'll get you screened in. We'll get you going.
Liberty activists know how brutal government can be, even here in New Hampshire.
Make sure that he's safe in there.
Don't hurt him.
Please make sure you're not hurting him.
But we're coming into contact with a new approach to fixing the problem. The idea comes from R. Buckminster Fuller. Rather than fighting the current socialist system, make it obsolete by implementing a better model. In January 2010, Free Talk Live took up the mantle of this concept by suggesting the creation of a private constitution, a sort of voluntary government people could sign, something they could opt into or out of. In theory, it should be possible to turn this document into the rebirth of an ancient system, the tuath system. It's something I'm no expert on, but apparently in medieval Ireland, individuals could pick their government. I don't mean just voting and majority takes all. I mean you choose between a set of available leaders, and the one you pick is now your governor. But he may not be your neighbor's governor. In other words, it's government not so closely tied to location. And it's government you can fire like an employee or boycott like a business. Am I a fan of this system? I don't know. I've never seen it tried. But supposedly it worked in Ireland. And it could be done without wresting control of the State House or waging a revolution, by introducing peaceful competition. And it would be revolutionary, historic. Back in the 1700s, these United States represented a partial rebirth of systems that hadn't existed much outside ancient Greece. The creation of even one successful tuath in New Hampshire could represent a similar rebirth of the Irish system. I do have some thoughts about how such a system might function and what it might be called. I like the name VG, the voluntary government. Presumably the VG would have a short founding document similar to the non-aggression principle. To avoid having its head chopped off, it might need to be leaderless. Being leaderless, it might need to be a democracy. And being a democracy, it might need an innovative means of rapid collective decision-making.
Excuse me, sir, could you please stop blocking?
Mainstream government is unresponsive.
Senator DeVries, can I have a second? I'd like to know what makes you feel that you know more about the medication that I should be taking.
Its eyes glaze over when you tell it how much it's hurting you. The voluntary government's activities should be, at once, soothing and worrisome to mainstream government. Soothing in the sense that it increases everyone's safety and restrains its members from anti-government violence. Worrisome in that it provides competition and some threat to the job security of harmful and wasteful bureaucrats. VG members might need to pledge 5 hours of monthly service to the organization in exchange for membership. Jail time would count. They might need to pay membership fees. Or maybe there would be no need for any of that. The VG would revolve around a reputation system. Perhaps every member would need a Yelp-style page of their own on the web, a page where all people could rate them. That could be one tool for deterring bad behavior among its members. Another would be expulsion by majority vote. I envision the electronic communications could become very exciting.
To be sure, the right to remain uninformed is one of the privileges of a democracy, but in a contest such as the one we are engaged in, it is one of the surest ways of losing our freedom.
This is what a New Hampshire Liberty Forum looks like. And this is what you'll look like if you miss it. FreeStateProject.org/Liberty Forum. FreeStateProject.org/Liberty Forum.